All right, guys, Friday the 13th. Oh, spooky.
No, Jason.
We're going to start with just some running. Remember, guys, big advocate of getting outside. Even if you're not running, go out there and walk a little bit. Then we'll do some other movements that will get you ready for the Metcon, kind of more running-specific movements and injury prevention movements today, like your ATG split squat, like your dumbbell tib raise, and like your Lou raises, all right? So those are all kind of injury prevention stuff, good postural exercises as well. Later, we'll get into a nice conditioning workout, but before that, leg day.
Ooh, leg complex. Oh, man. All right, so if you guys remember last week on hump day, pump day, leg day was pretty bad. This one's going to be worse. All right?
I'm still sore.
Oh, yeah. Most people are still sore, yes. Only 3 exercises, all right? 2 of them will be eccentric. I'm going to give you a minute and a half of rest after each round, so you should already know this one's going to hurt a little bit more, all right? Eccentric back squats. Again, eccentric, I need that 3 to 5 second descent on the way down. If you can give me a pause at the bottom, like a slight pause, like you're going 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, pause, stand. If you can do that for 10 reps, my goodness, you're going to pump so much blood into those quads and those glutes. It's going to be fabulous, all right? So we're going from eccentric back squats into deficit Bulgarian split squats, all right? So we're going to be using either a 25, 45-pound plate underneath that foot. And yes, if mobility can, I want that knee to go all the way to the floor, full extension up to the top. So it's going to be 24 reps. That's 12 each side. All right, and then we're going to finish off with what we did last week, eccentric dumbbell walking lunges. So essentially, those dumbbells that you just used for those Bulgarian split squats, I want you to use for those walking lunges. And remember, eccentric walking lunges, we take 1 step, super slow descent to the floor, standing up tall, and then we are bringing our feet together, all right? Remember, guys, we are bodybuilding, so you have to practice patience, you have to practice slow movements, but I promise all of these translate to other things that we do in here. So for example, these eccentric back squats are only gonna make your regular back squats so much better because you're creating so much more time under tension and you're controlling the weight on the way down rather than just sinking and bottoming out like unfortunately a lot of people do, and you lose a lot of that tension on the quads, all right? So super duper quad tension. You guys are gonna like it. All for all the running too.
Sweet, and then we'll get into conditioning, guys. We have 3 rounds for time of a 400-meter run. So if you're not running, maybe you decrease the run. If you're not a proficient runner, let's go 200 or 300 meters, that's fine. If you're not running, maybe we walk. 400-meter run for a pretty good athlete will be about 2 minutes. So look at about a 2-minute time domain that should take per round. Watch the clock, kind of make sure you're staying on that track generally, give or take a little bit. And then you'll get into 30 sit-ups. These are just ab mat sit-ups on the ground. All right, tap behind your head, tap your toes. Then we'll get into 20 overhead squats. So the overhead squats, we haven't done these a lot recently, just kind of throwing these in the Metcon. So it's 20 reps times 3, so you're looking at 60 overhead squats here. So the load-wise, should it be heavy? Probably not. All right, lighter side of things, especially if you haven't been doing these a lot, 60 total reps. Really make sure, don't let those armpits come in. Coaches, let's make sure armpits out and actively pressing to the sky. So athletes and coaches, make sure, really good support system. If we're here, we're relying on our shoulders to do all the work in that overhead squat. If we're here, we're relying on that upper back, shoulders, all the top of our body to support that weight overhead. It's safer, more efficient, and you'll feel much better because of it. 20 overhead squats, it should be a weight that you can do 20 in a row at. If you can't do 20 in a row at, go lighter. You don't have to do that during the Metcon. You could break it up into 12 and 8. Hey, I got math today.
There you go.
But you should be able to do 20 in a row while fresh. If you cannot, make that weight lighter. Finish off with 10 push-ups. Those shouldn't be too bad. Tap that chest to the ground, full extension at the top, and then repeat it. Time goal-wise, remember that run should be about 2 minutes. The sit-ups, about a minute. Now we're at 3 minutes. The overhead squats, remember, you should be able to do 20 in a row. That should take you 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes max. So now we're at 5 minutes per round right there. 10 push-ups are super quick. Maybe you're tired though. Let's give you a minute for that. That's 6 minutes per round, 6, 12, 18 minutes total. This should not be taking you more than that. Fastest people will probably be around 13 minutes or so. And on the slower end, no problem, but we shouldn't be more than 18. Modify accordingly.
Yeah, nice, guys. So basically, I would say the biggest stimulus obviously is running, but for the overhead squats, if you know you cannot overhead squat with the barbell, grab a PVC pipe. There is nothing wrong with doing overhead squats with a PVC pipe. I promise you, you will still be just as tired as someone who's doing weight on the bar, all right? So again, if you have shoulder problems, if you have mobility issues, grab a PVC pipe and do the overhead squats with the PVC pipe. There's nothing wrong with it, and it helps you work on that mobility and working on form and confidence, all right? Being able to just do the movement will help with confidence and when, oh, okay, so this felt good with the PVC pipe today. Maybe next time I can use a 15-pound bar, all right? You can only grow if you're trying, all right?
And remember, just like he said, you'll have plenty of legs earlier in the day during the leg complex, during the functional bodybuilding portion. You don't need more legs now, so don't think, oh, I need to do a front squat or a back squat to like get load on your legs. You already have plenty of load on your legs, so don't be hesitant at all to just grab that PVC pipe or an empty bar or a training bar and go light on it. Work on the movement, work on your mobility, work on your range of motion. The legs have already been done. You don't need to add load there. Happy Friday, guys.
Happy Friday, guys.